go and you buy a suit. I'm going to say something dumb because I didn't even know if Prada makes suits, but let's just act like they do. And you go in to buy that Prada suit. Do you buy that Prada suit because it has a copyright? You don't care.
I mean, I think
You,
at that point, people buy Prada because it's attached to luxury,
well, and it's attached to a particular
class of living,
and brand,
and brand. Yeah,
right? That brand means something.
yeah. Same thing with Apple. Apple, they are what they created is this way of that people feel about using Apple. Oh, when they design how it sounds when they open it, everything. They spend a lot of money and thought into the psychology of how people feel
Yep.
when they use that product. That's why most people use Apple, and a lot of people try to copy their way of selling in a psychological way. I think that's what brand is
Well,
in a way.
that's why all interior design for 10 years was gray. White, black, and gray.
Whoa,
Yawn. Right. They're all imitating the Apple branding, right?
aesthetic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. And so that's why I just mentioned this because it's important to know that when people are buying products, they're not buying it because something's copyright protected. They're buying it because it's a particular brand. And so
Mm-hmm.
that's when you see like, oh, these music designers getting $1 million deals to design songs. It's nothing to do with the copyright. Actually, it doesn't have anything to do with the quality of the product. Those song designers are getting these deals because those songs designers have built or are building a big enough brand to where people will choose that song not because it's copyright protected or not because it's any good, but because that particular designer designed it, right? And
Mm.
so when same thing for fashion. Nobody buys, I mean, maybe somebody knows enough about clothing to know what's good quality and bad quality, but people are buying clothes because it's a particular designer or a particular company has designed it and they're putting it out. That's why it's tied to the perception, how other people will feel about you in the marketplace based upon that.
Perceived value is what
Perceived
comes to
value.
my mind, but
Yeah,
that doesn't equal to it being good. So,
correct.
like you, one as an unknown music producer can be as equally good or better than somebody who is, let's say, Kanye West. But because Kanye West is Kanye West, he is now perceived better. It's like how you can like I remember years ago when we were having a lot of meetings with artists and we didn't have too much big people in our backs to show off basically because that's what it is. You show off, oh, we work with that, we work with that.
Yeah.
They went with somebody who had the clout, but ultimately I didn't like that any better, but that's the perceived value. And I've had clients who just hired a drummer not because of their ability per se, but because they played with somebody famous. But it wasn't even remotely better than
Yeah.
what my body could do, would be better than that.
Yeah. So trademarks are not about they're about quality, right? Source, origin, and quality control, but they're not all about being the number one best quality.
Mm.
Let me give you an example. So McDonald's has a very consistent measure of quality. Wherever you go, anywhere in the world, that Big Mac is pretty much going to taste the same, right? Now,
Pretty much.
McDonald's, I love you, right? I'm not saying anything bad about
In
you.
Europe, it does taste a little
A
better.
little bit. Doesn't everything taste better in Europe? No.
I don't know, but
Actually,
I
I want to
felt
come back
like
and talk about Europe in a minute.
Europe.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you have McDonald's in Europe?
Sure. You go, no, I haven't.
No?
I've had Mackies in Europe.
Mackey's.
That's what at least in the
Oh,
UK, they call it
yes,
Mackie.
it's called Meki in
Mackies.
Hungarian.
Yeah,
Meki.
Mackies.
Menjünk a Mekibe.
Mackie.
Oh my
Yeah, yeah.
gosh.
So-
I thought that was, and it's kind of, the food there changes depending on where you are in the world.
Little bit.
Little bit.
But it's not suddenly 5-star dining.
No,
It's
of
always
course
it's
not.
always this level.
The coffee,
Right?
like if you're talking
Yeah.
Starbucks, the taste is the same.
Right. So here in Nashville is a
Mm-hmm.
great burger joint called Gabby's. It's over in Wedgwood, Houston. Super yummy. Gabby's, if you're watching, I love you. Sponsor Humanable.
I love how you're doing that. Pound it, bro. That's
know,
good.
right?
I do the same thing.
I love it. The burgers are insane. They're so good. I mean, top 5 burger ever that I've ever had. And I've traveled to like 40 countries,
Woo!
right? I've had a lot of burgers. I had a lot of burgers, right? But they have one store,
Mm.
right? McDonald's is this globally successful, one of the most powerful brands ever envisioned, right? Huge company, right? And they have tens of thousands, hundreds, I don't know, zillions of stores, right?